Monday, March 14th edition of the Carolina Weather Video. I am meteorologist Matthew East here with you. What a wonderful weekend. That was just spectacular, especially yesterday. We had highs pretty much across the entire region, well up into the 70s. It got very close to 80 in some areas, especially around the Sandhills and the eastern parts of the region. 77 officially at Charlotte. I couldn't find any official observing sites that did clip 80, but again, it was close. It was a very warm Sunday afternoon, but much cooler over the next couple of days as we have a storm system approaching, somewhat of a cold air damming event unfolding. Let's go to the radar imagery this morning. And, of course, you don't have the different types of precip indicated on this radar image, but everything kind of north of that line, all this is snow, and it's right on the border there in St. Louis this morning. Some pretty heavy rain down in parts of Arkansas and parts of Missouri, southern Illinois, and Indiana as well. Here come the clouds marching our way, and we will see a good bit more in the way of cloud cover the next couple of days than what we saw over the weekend. And there you go in terms of the temperatures. Notice this bubble of very cold air in eastern Canada. That is sliding into the northeastern part of the country. High pressure accompanying that, and it's going to wedge down the eastern side of the mountains here over the next couple of days. In fact, you can see those northeast winds already in place here across our region. That's going to continue over the next couple of days. This is the upper air chart off the European model. 2 o'clock this afternoon. Pretty potent upper level disturbance swinging into the Ozarks, but notice this time around it actually weakens slowly. It's still pretty powerful at 2 o'clock in the afternoon tomorrow, but it weakens thereafter. So this time around it's a weakening system pulling on into the region. On the GFS, here's today's convection. This is the afternoon convection with the surface low sitting over North Mississippi, North Alabama, and western Tennessee. Along to the south of the track of that surface low, you have the chance of a few strong to severe storms today. Wind damage potential is the biggest threat from parts of Mississippi into Louisiana. All right, here we go tomorrow. You can still see some indications of that lingering wedge. We can see the kinks there in the isobars. Low pressure in Kentucky and Indiana. And basically what you're looking at here around our region today, even though you don't see a whole lot in the GFS, I do think especially I-40 and points north could be a little light rain this afternoon and tonight. And then a better chance tomorrow of everybody getting some rain later on in the day, especially into the evening. That's the evening precip off. That's the afternoon precip off of the GFS, and then there is the evening precip. So I think tomorrow evening, we'll have a band of some rain move through. Nothing terribly heavy. Most rain amounts probably between 1/4 and 1/2 of an inch this time around. All right, we go into Wednesday, and the precip lifts away, and so after a cool day today, highs in the 50s to low 60s today, and then probably upper 40s to low 50s in most spots tomorrow in the Piedmont. By Wednesday, we're well up into the 60s again, and a huge temperature turnaround later this week. I think Thursday, it's pretty much full sunshine. Back into the 70s Thursday, and then Friday, upper 70s, maybe some lower 80s with this southwest flow well established. So a pretty warm Friday. Saturday, we're still up into the 70s, but we do have a weak cold front approaching, and we might see some 60s back in place for highs on Sunday. All right, let me show you the NAO. It is dabbling down toward the negative department later on this month, and that means we have to watch out for the possibility of a late season blast of cold air. Now, it's not going to happen early next week. Here's the GFS. For Monday of next week, big-time southwest flow established aloft. There is the European model. This is valid overnight Monday night, and that's a big ridge across the southeast. And that means a warm start to the week's on the way. But the European does bring a pretty good cold front through middle part of next week. So does the GFS. It's a little bit slower on the GFS. There's the GFS timing of this Wednesday, and it brings a cold front through Wednesday of next week, 23rd. And a lot of cold air off to our north. And so we'll see. That NAO may keep, it may be the type of orientation here that a lot of the cold air stays just north of us over the Great Lakes in the northeast. Certainly it's going to get colder there later this month up that way. And we'll have to see if some of that cold air wants to bleed down in our direction. All right, that is it for this Monday edition of the Carolina Weather Video. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, and God bless.